Hi everyone! Today we're talking about something that's becoming more and more common: gluten-free diets. You might know someone who's gluten-free, or maybe you're thinking about trying it yourself. Whatever the reason, it's important to understand what this diet is all about. In simple terms, a gluten-free diet means avoiding gluten. Gluten is a type of protein found in certain grains. For some people, eating gluten can cause serious health problems. For others, it might just make them feel a little unwell. We'll talk more about who needs to be gluten-free and why in just a bit. But first, let's get a better understanding of what gluten actually is. Imagine gluten as a kind of glue that holds food together. It's found in grains like wheat, barley, and rye. Gluten gives bread its chewy texture and helps cakes rise. When most people eat gluten, their bodies digest it without any problems. But for some, gluten triggers an immune system response. This can lead to a range of symptoms and health issues. It's important to remember that not everyone needs to avoid gluten. But for those who do, it's not just a fad diet. It's a necessity for their health and well-being. Let's take a closer look at the conditions that require a gluten-free diet. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder where eating gluten damages the small intestine. This damage makes it hard for the body to absorb nutrients from food. Common symptoms of celiac disease include diarrhea, bloating, fatigue, and weight loss. If left untreated, it can lead to serious health problems like anemia, osteoporosis, and even certain types of cancer. Gluten sensitivity, also known as non-celiac gluten sensitivity, is another condition where people experience symptoms after eating gluten. However, it doesn't cause the same kind of damage to the small intestine as celiac disease. Symptoms of gluten sensitivity can vary widely, but often include bloating, gas, headaches, and fatigue. Section 4. Foods to avoid on a gluten-free diet. If you need to follow a gluten-free diet, here are some common foods you'll need to avoid. Bread. Most breads are made with wheat flour, which contains gluten. Pasta. Regular pasta is typically made from wheat. Cereals. Many cereals contain wheat, barley, or rye. Baked goods, cookies, cakes, and pastries often use wheat flour. Beer. Most beers are brewed with barley. Soy sauce. Traditional soy sauce contains wheat. It's important to read food labels carefully. Gluten can hide in unexpected places like sauces, dressings, and processed foods. Section 5. Tips for embracing a gluten-free lifestyle. Starting a gluten-free diet can feel overwhelming at first, but it doesn't have to be. Here are some tips to make the transition easier. 1. Focus on naturally gluten-free foods. Fruits, vegetables, meat, poultry, fish, beans, lentils, and rice are all naturally gluten-free. 2. Read labels carefully. Look for products labeled gluten-free. 3. Cook more meals at home. This gives you more control over ingredients. 4. Find gluten-free alternatives. There are many gluten-free breads, pastas, and other products available. And 5. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian for guidance. Remember, going gluten-free is a big change. Be patient with yourself, take it one step at a time, and celebrate your successes along the way. Section 6. Benefits of a gluten-free diet beyond the plate. For those with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, following a gluten-free diet is essential for managing symptoms and preventing long-term health problems. But even for those without these conditions, a gluten-free diet can offer some potential benefits. Many people report feeling less bloated and having more energy after going gluten-free. It can also encourage you to eat a wider variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which are all part of a healthy diet. Remember, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian before making any major dietary changes. They can help you determine if a gluten-free diet is right for you and provide personalized guidance.